What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eddie back here again on YouTube to bring you another video. I'm glad you're back if you're a returning subscriber, and if you're a new viewer, welcome to the channel. And I hope one day you might be a part of the Free Up family. Now, rats get it real bad. Don't be green, don't be soft, or you're gonna be food. Alright? Now, when you touch the pod from the streets or court, or just get back from court when you've already been at the pod, and you went to court and you come back from court, do not touch or use the phones. That's number one. Do not touch or use the phones. Okay, you must shower first. That's number one. Okay, when you get back from court, when you first land there from the pod, use the shower before you use the phones. When you first land there, ask to use the phones. Ask who's ever running the range. Ask who's ever's the quarterman in the house. Okay, usually there's 2 quartermen. Ask, find out. Just watch and observe. By the time you're done your shower, you'll probably be able to figure it out. So, yeah. And if you don't, expect to get rushed, jumped, slapped, or robbed, or cause them to food your ass. And you'll get extorted for anything, bro. Okay? Extortion is real. Now, the top 10 things you do not want to do in Ontario prisons. We're going to get right into this. Now, this is really late at night, you guys. It's about 5 in the morning. It's my birthday today. I wanted to, I've been working all night pretty much. I did a whole video and it didn't end up recording. It took me like an hour and a half, and then I edited it for like an hour, and then I ended up losing the footage somehow. I don't know how that happened, but anyways, we're gonna redo it, and I'm gonna save that video for another time. I really didn't want to put that video up anyways because it's really embarrassing, but I will put it up one day. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah, the top 10 things you do not want to do. Let's get right into it. Alright, so, I've seen beatings for the littlest thing, okay? I've seen beatings for just somebody taking somebody's stuff over to them because they touched his stuff. Like, say, for example, or somebody borrowed something and they went to go give it back to the guy, and they just walked into his cell or something and put it down. Do not do that. Do not go in someone's cell without asking. Do not ever look in somebody's cell when you walk by it, okay? Or you might get a DEFOS, okay? With a 13-inch shoe, okay? You might get a DEFOS across the face. Never spit in your sink when you're brushing your teeth. That's for your courteous for your celly. Spit in the toilet when you brush your teeth, okay? That's a big rule. Another thing to do with being in the cell, when you're in the cell and it's lights out, make sure you do not flush the toilet in the middle of the night, because guys will be pissed in the morning and they will have a heyday on you, okay? And then it'll be multiple guys. It'll be the whole range. It'll be multiples on the range that are going to want to jump you. Alright? So do not do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow, guys. So I probably won't be making a video tomorrow, but that's why I'm getting this one up on the channel. But there will be footage on the day after my birthday. Okay. I might vlog a little bit on my birthday. It probably won't be anything prison related, but I don't know if I'll upload it or not. It's up to you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. It'll probably be only like a 10-minute vlog with my cake and my present or whatever. I know I'm gonna get one present from my girl. I don't really think anybody else is gonna get me anything. Um, okay. Anyways, back to the video. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just excited. You know, it's like 5 in the morning. Everybody's asleep. And sorry about adding all this extra talking to the video. Alright, let's get right back into this. Now, if you're new, do not touch remotes for the TV. I know I said don't touch the TV, right? But don't touch remotes for the TV either, because with the remotes, the batteries, okay? The batteries is how guys, when they don't have a lighter, guys they get a light with the batteries, okay? Just put it that way. And that's something I am really good at. Yeah, so do not waste the person's batteries or even touch the remote. If they even see you touching the remote, they're probably going to knock you out. So just don't touch the remote. And this video, these things that I'm talking about right now are mostly for new guys. These do apply for everybody, but if you have some pull on the range and you've been there a while, a few of them, like touching the TV or the certain little things, you might be able to get away with that. You know what I mean? Be like, yo, I'm gonna touch the TV, whatever. They'll be like, yeah, go for it. You know, or but when you've been there a long time, you know when you get back or whatever, just to jump in the shower before you even go on the phone is courtesy. When you get up in the morning, brush your teeth before you go on the phone. It's courtesy. Guys don't want to go on the phone next and smell your dirty breath on there. That's why a lot of guys, including me, put a brand new clean sock I use just for that, and I keep it in my pants, right? And when I go to use the phone, I put my brand new clean sock on the phone, and I talk like that so my mouth or whatever doesn't with a million other guys, right? Even though I usually use a quarterman phone, but still, how many people have used that phone in the past? And in any range I'm on, I've always seen like real good cleaning, cleaning the whole pod, cleaning the phones once a day, stuff like that. But still, when you got 50 mans on a pod, you know what I mean? So anyways, alright, so now you know about the electronics. Now when you take a piss, wash up. Okay, wash your hands. If you go to the bathroom, wash your hands. It's common knowledge. Okay, don't be a pig. You get knocked out if you're gonna be a pig. Okay, um, to people that aren't washing their hands on the street, you should be. You know, especially during this COVID-19. No offense to anybody that doesn't, but it's kind of grimy. In jail, you will get knocked out for that. People probably wouldn't even know on the streets, but in jail you're under a fine-tooth comb. Okay. Um. Now, don't flush this toilet at nighttime. I've already told you that. Um. Dudes, you know what's funny? Dudes will have like new guys or guys that are like the type to get extorted. They'll come on, they'll act like they have no canteen, and they'll like sit there and they'll have all kinds of money on their books, but yet they won't order canteen. I find that so weird. It might be like, why wouldn't you just order at least maybe $5 or $10? And I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I guess because they've seen or heard about people getting robbed. And I've seen guys order $60 in canteen and get it snatched, no problem. But that's not what this video is about. I've seen extortion for days and days. Lots of extortion stories, but we'll get into that another time. Sorry guys if I'm a little tired right now and my energy's not up to par, but I wanted to make sure I got a video up for you guys. And I finally got a haircut and a shave and everything, so I'm feeling better and everything like that. Um, my mental health is feeling better, about 80%. I'm back about 80%, and today's gonna be my birthday. I normally hate birthdays, but I'm gonna try to be cheerful today because I'm free. You know, my life's turned my life around. Um, I got roof over my head. I got food in the fridge, the freezer. I got a good woman. You know, I got 3 healthy kids. Um, yeah, so I have nothing to complain about in life. You know, I'm thankful for everything I have. Alright. Um, and I don't expect people to get me anything for a birthday. I'm the type of guy, if you even fold me a piece of white cardboard in half, white cardboard, bristle board, fold me something like that in half and draw me a card, make me a card, that, you know, that means a lot more to me. Show me your creativity, show me like your the thought that goes into it counts, you know. Yeah, I did my hair myself. It's grown back a bit. I did it friggin' the day after I wasn't feeling good, probably about 2 days ago now, or a day and a half ago. My hair grows fast, man, fast. Like I get my hair cut, and then like every freaking 4 days it grows back. Okay, okay, yeah. Another thing, you guys do not. Okay, if you guys don't want to have any problems and you guys just want to have an easy bid, okay, this is for new guys. Do not gamble, okay? Now that includes betting on fights, Friday night fight night, or like fights on TV. That includes betting on football pools, okay, from the bookies. Um, do not, if people ask you to hold something for them, do not hold nothing for them, okay? Do not be a hold down man. Do not say you'll hold on to like a gram of weed or anything, because you know what, you say yes, next thing you know you're gonna have an ounce of weed, next thing you know you're gonna have a shank, a cell phone, and an ounce of weed, all gotta be suitcased up there, okay? So don't do that. It'll start off, the guy will start off with a little thing to give you to see if you can hang on to it. Then they're gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger until your butthole's this big. No offense, but like, it's real, man. Don't be a hold down man. If you have to hold something for yourself, that's a little different story. But don't be going around holding every guy's stuff on the range, man. Don't be holding every gang member's stuff. Don't be holding every heavy hitter's stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's like a big thing that gets guys into trouble too. You might think you'll be taken care of and this and that, but what happens if it goes missing? What happens if you lose it in a search? What happens if something happens and it goes bad, if it's not wrapped properly? There's many different things that could happen. You know what happens if Sully knocks you out and takes it? Like, there's so many things that could happen with that. It's just not a good idea to be holding on to anything for anybody. If it's a life or death situation and you need to hang on to your own banger, hey, do your thing. All the power to you. I'm not saying not to do something like that. I'm not telling you to do it, but I wouldn't suggest hooping a banger. I've heard of guys doing it. It's real. It's a true thing. Um, it's nothing to joke about, but um, yeah, it's a serious thing. And when you have to do something like that, the jail is obviously really dangerous, and it's like a life or death kind of thing, day to day. So you want to keep that thing on you, but personally, I would just keep it in a good hiding spot, and if a search does come, fire it out of your cell as fast as possible onto the range, because if they find it on the range, 90% of the time they don't know whose it is, and there'll probably be 4 or 5 other guys firing stuff out on the range too, because I know a lot of the guys that I knew that were gang members, they don't hoop, so a lot of the gang members will be whipping their stuff out on the range if they don't have a hold down man or if they get caught off guard. So don't worry about it, you won't be the only one, alright? It's better to find it on the range than in your cell, because if they find it in your cell, you and your cellie are going to go down for it, unless you just take the rap for it, which you should if it is your stuff. Always, whatever celly stuff it is, should always take the rap for their own stuff. Should always be honest with your celly and let them know what's in the cell, because it's their cell too, and never hide nothing from your celly. Um, And if you have somebody in your cell that you can't talk to and can't tell anything to and can't be open with, then you don't want them as a cellie. Get rid of them as quick as possible. Alright? Now, do not get spots of canteen. I'm talking about 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s, borrowing canteen and this and that, unless you friggin' have money on your books. Alright, already. Not if someone's sending you a money order, not if you're gonna get money. If you've already got your receipt for $100 or something and you want to borrow a bag of chips and pay back too, that's okay. But don't be going borrowing 2 or 3 different things, or borrow off 2 or 3 different people and this and that. And what I'm talking about isn't so much food. Food, yes, you can get yourself in trouble, any little thing, because it's about principle. If you borrow something, you make sure you pay it back. But if you get a spot for dope or anything, for drugs or anything like that, you make sure you pay that, man, or you could get your life taken. But I don't suggest you get any drugs on spot. I don't suggest you do drugs in jail. Get clean, man. Take the time to get clean while you're in there and better your life. Turn your life around, man. The jail is, it's like 10 times the amount anyways, so you're gonna go broke very quickly unless you're like Pablo Escobar or something. Because most guys that do have quite a bit of money aren't gonna be, the reason they have money is because they're not spending it all on dope. So, anyways, don't rack up drug debts. That's a very dangerous thing to do, so do not do it. And if you are going to do it, make sure it's not from the gangs, and make sure it's from somebody you know that you can probably take. That's the best thing I can suggest. I'm not saying to do this, I'm just trying to think of something to say that might not get you killed. But you know what, don't do that, because that'll ruin your name and reputation anyways. Just, the best thing is to just don't do it. That's why I'm making this video. So once you watch this video, you'll know the things not to do if you are someone that's new. And if you are someone that's done a lot of time before, just enjoy the content and see my point of view on things that I think that the new guys shouldn't do, and then let me know in the comments what you think, if the things that I said are a good advice or not. I'd love to see your opinion, and put in the comments down below what you think the #1 thing is not to do. Now, obviously, do not whistle, okay? Whistling is a huge thing. That's dated back since the beginning of time, since the beginning of prison, okay? Whistling is like, okay, the reason they say do not whistle, right? They say do not whistle because you're not a free bird. Only free birds whistle. Jailbirds don't. Okay? So free birds whistle, jailbirds don't. Free birds can fly up out of the jail. Free birds can just fly. You can't leave the jail. You can't go anywhere. You're not free. You're locked up. So only free birds whistle, jailbirds don't. And on top of that, the guards used to, on death row inmates, this is what I've heard, and I pretty much know this for a fact, back in the day, in like the 80s and 70s and stuff, when guys were getting, or maybe even earlier, 60s and 50s, when guards would walk down the death row hallway where the guys' cells were, they would swing their keys around like this so they could hear the keys jingle and whistle when they're on their way to go get the guy when it's his time to take him out of the cell and go over into execution. Okay? Not when they're walking down the hall on a regular basis, just when it's, because the guy could be there for 5 years waiting for his day, right? Some guys 10, 15 years I've heard on death row. But when it's their day, the cop will walk down the hall and whistle and swing his keys around. I don't think they do that no more. I think guards have a little more respect for guys on death row, or just don't want the problem, because most guys on death row won't care about snapping your neck. Why would they? If it's a guard putting them on like disrespect on a day-to-day basis, if they can get a hold of them, they'll do something to them. Now, I'm not going to say anything about joining gangs or not joining gangs or to join a gang, because I actually have a whole entire video on that coming in the future. So I'm pretty sure we already got to 10. And the whistle thing is not a myth, eh? That is a true thing. Let me know on how you think this top 10 went. Never do these things because I got a lot of knowledge about this kind of stuff. I'm letting you know these are good advice, okay? I don't want you guys to be getting in trouble in there, okay? Now, also, what can I think of any bonus things? Oh, if someone calls you out to a fight, do not be Mitch, do not, do not be Mitch, do not be bitch made, take the fade, alright? Or else you're gonna be food for everybody in the jail. You're gonna be getting everything taken from you. They'll think you're soft, they'll think you're a punk, and it'll just get worse and worse if you just throw hands. I'm not promoting violence, but if you throw your hands a little bit and throw a couple punches back, they'll at least think, okay, this guy's got balls to stand up for himself, and they'll probably leave you alone after, because they're not going to want to have to take something from somebody that's going to fight back. They'd rather just go and take something from somebody that's not going to fight back. And that's why if you don't fight back, you're going to be the victim all the time, because that's going to be the easiest way for them to take anything, right? If you fight back, they're going to go to the next guy that's not going to do nothing about it, okay? Now, if you do get anything in there, and you buy anything in there, I'm not going to say what you bought, but if you do buy anything in there, make sure when you pay for it, you pay, and it's a hand-to-hand transaction with the guy who has it. Don't be going paying somebody that is going to some guy that knows a guy that has something on D range when you're on A, okay? And it's going to be here in a week, and you got to put the money. No, just hand to hand if you're gonna do anything in there, alright? Make sure it's straight up, hand to hand, you know, and that's my best thing that I can tell you, man. Alright? Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Okay, this is gonna be a little series that we started. Oh look, I got this IKEA thing for 88 bucks. Gotta get my daughter something with it. For her new apartment. Okay, so basically, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and be good, stay free, and we'll see you in the next video. Wish me a happy birthday if you want. I'm joking. You don't have to.